Today on Rappler. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. highlights his economic accomplishments in his second State of the Nation address. Did President Marcos snub Vice President Sara Duterte on the way to deliver his State of the Nation address? An SWS survey shows 45% of Filipinos say they feel poor. Wearing face masks in public transport in the Philippines is no longer mandatory. Twitter drops its iconic bird logo for an X. British band The 1975 cancels its remaining Asia shows following a controversy in Malaysia. And celebrities walk the red carpet at the 2023 GMA Gala. In his second State of the Nation address, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. repeats a mantra he started last year.
That the state of the nation is sound.
Plagued by high inflation and onion, sugar, and egg shortages, Marcos boasts of the economic growth during his first year.
Our economy posted a 7.6% growth in 2022, our highest growth rate in 46 years.
The latest survey from Pulse Asia shows Marcos got the lowest rating in controlling inflation, increasing jobs, and reducing poverty.
On matters of the economy, there are many things over which we have no control. But over those where we do have control, we are doing everything we can.
Marcos also lays out the vision for the controversial Maharlika Fund.
The fund shall be used to make high-impact and profitable investments, to ensure sound financial management. A group of internationally recognized economic managers shall oversee the operations of the fund, guided by the principles of transparency and accountability.
The President's State of the Nation speech is 1 hour and 10 minutes long. Log on to Rappler.com for more analysis of the President's SONA. Did President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. snub Vice President Sara Duterte during his second State of the Nation address? President Marcos greets two former presidents, Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo and Joseph Estrada, on the way to the podium, but skips shaking hands with Vice President Duterte. Duterte is seen on the government station's feed standing between Audrey, the wife of Senate President Mig Zubiri, and First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos. After greeting Arroyo and Mrs. Zubiri, Marcos goes straight to Estrada. Duterte is wearing a traditional Maguindanaoan dress to pay homage to the Moro tribe that lives mostly in south-central Mindanao. With her headdress, Marcos may have failed to recognize his vice president. But the first person the president greets in his speech is VP Duterte.
Allow me to greet Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte.
A social weather station survey released on the eve of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s second State of the Nation address reveals 45% of Filipinos still feel poor. While self-rated poverty remains high, it is a decline of 6 percentage points compared to March 2023 when poor families were at 51%. The survey reveals 33% of families consider themselves, quote, borderline poor, while 22% rate themselves as hindi mahirap or not poor. The percentage of borderline families remained steady at 33% from 30%, while the percentage of not poor families increased from 19% in March to 22% in June 2023. Self-rated food poverty declines to 34% from 39% last March 2023. 38% say they are food borderline, while 29% say they are not food poor. Marcos's economic team aims to lower the poverty rate to 9% by 2028. Wearing of face masks in all forms of public transport in the Philippines is no longer mandatory. This more than 3 years since the government introduced the protocol. The Transportation Department says the rule on physical distancing in public transport has also been lifted. The move comes after President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. signed a proclamation on Friday, July 21, lifting the state of public health emergency due to COVID-19 in the Philippines. Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista says the development is a, quote, significant step towards normalizing public transportation. Twitter owner Elon Musk says he will replace the company's well-known bluebird logo with an X after acknowledging advertisers have been slow to return. As of July 24, the change now shows on the page for the Twitter brand, and URL x.com now redirects to Twitter. This after Musk said he wants to change Twitter's logo and polled his millions of followers on changing the site's color scheme from blue to black. He also posted a stylized X against a black outer space theme background. He says, quote, soon we shall bid adieu to the Twitter brand and gradually all the birds. Since Musk bought Twitter, the company has changed its business name to X Corp. Mike Prolux, research director at Forrester, says the move would further alienate Twitter's original and once fiercely loyal user base. British band The 1975 cancels shows in Taiwan and Muslim-majority Indonesia a day after Malaysia banned it from performing. The ban was triggered by frontman Matty Healy kissing a bandmate on stage. He also criticized the country's anti-LGBTQ+ laws. This angered not only the government but members of the LGBTQ+ community, who say Healy's actions could expose LGBTQ+ people to more stigma and discrimination. Malaysia, where homosexuality is a crime, halts a music festival in Kuala Lumpur and barred the 1975, calling its actions disrespectful. The 1975 were due to play on Sunday in Jakarta, Indonesia, the world's most populous Muslim-majority nation, where homosexuality is a taboo subject. It is not clear why the band canceled its show in Taiwan, a bastion of LGBTQ+ rights and liberalism, which allowed same-sex marriage in 2019. Some of the country's biggest stars bring their red carpet A-game to the GMA Gala on Saturday, July 22. The event features GMA's most well-known talents as well as superstar celebrities from rival network ABS-CBN. GMA actress and fashion darling Heart Evangelista turns up in couture Schiaparelli and Bulgari jewels, while the network's primetime princess Barbie Forteza shines in a ball gown by Eran Montoya. Its Showtime host Ann Curtis turns up in a Holly Golightly-esque updo, while her co-host Vice Ganda stuns in an Eric Beltran gown with a white feather boa. Celebrity power couples Marian Rivera and Ding Dong Dantes, Jenilyn Mercado and Dennis Trillo, Megan Young and Micael Daez, and newly engaged lovers Bea Alonzo and Dominic Roque also walk the red carpet. And that's today's wrap. I'm Nina Yu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.